All right, Leo or Leo cross watcher. This has to do with somebody wanting you to make a specific decision. Okay, I don't know who this is, but that's what I wrote down. They're wanting you to make a certain decision. Just like that, whoever this is. I'm going to throw some examples out there. Let's say, for those of you who are in a relationship, this could be your partner whom they see you in one light, and maybe they're not completely wrong, maybe they're entirely wrong. They are wanting you to decide on something, to do something. They know what it is that they want you to decide, that they would like you to do, but you're like, I've got this. Like, basically, I'm gonna tell you, every sign right now is so fucking powerful. Like, this is invigorating. It's very intoxicating and in the most positive way ever. Aries all the way to you at still. Now, I don't know if it's going to change as I keep doing the zodiacs, but for now, I mean, Cancer was on fucking fire. Gemini was on fire. Taurus was really on fire. Aries was on fire. Like, everybody's on fire, but there's other people around that are not necessarily. Well, they're also on fire, but it's, hear that plane? But it's the direction they, exactly with the plane, it's a direction they think that things should go. Okay, so here's what I feel. You've got an individual, at least one around you, who thinks that you should do something. Okay, for whatever reason, I think that there could be, I'm not trying to say this because I'm not saying this is a bad person, but it feels a little bit like it can be a little, because it somehow will affect them. And so, of course, it would benefit them if you made this particular decision, whatever that is. You see what I'm saying? But you are like, nobody's going to sway my decision. You should probably watch Aries message, Taurus message, Gemini, and Cancer, because they all have something in it I think you could probably take from that I think led us to this point right here. I think it's all kind of going in a row. Something about getting ducks in a row. I got ducks for somebody else. Something to do with ducks, duck, duck, goose, or ducky ducks. Duck, 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 ducky. Wasn't that from like 16 Candles? Wasn't there a guy in the movie 16 Candles? His name was Ducky, Duckman. Something to do with ducks, or the color yellow, or quack, quack, Aflac, insurance. Anyways, having insurance on something. So somebody wants you to do something, okay? That's where we're at. However, it doesn't matter. They could want you to buy a giraffe, and you would be like, no. Like, you're not getting bent out of shape about something. You may even see that somebody wants you to do something, and it's sweet. It's sweet. You know, maybe they feel like it would help you if you decided to do this. Like, this would help you, Leo. Leo, if you made this decision or you went ahead and did this, like, why don't you just do it? Like, they feel like you're not listening to them at all. It's kind of making them upset a little bit deep down because they feel like you're just not doing it. And in their mind, it would totally help you, help the whole situation, help them too. It would help this person too. There's a little bit of selfishness to it, like I said, but I don't think they're a bad person, unless which they are, but it doesn't feel like it. But it's like, it would help the whole situation if you would just do this. Maybe someone's wanting you to do something and they're right, but maybe they're not. Either way, I feel like you're right. I have to be honest. I really do. I'm not saying we're always right, but I do think you're right in this decision. Like, in this particular one, you know what's best for you. You know what's best for your family. You know what's best for your pets. You know what's best for your body. You know what's best for your health. You know what's best for your mom, your dad, your children, your whatever it is. You know what's best in this situation, because I don't know why, honestly. Can't really tell you that. I feel like they're not in it as deeply as you are. And so that's why, yes, it might be sweet for what they're suggesting, but at the end of the day, and maybe you know they mean well, but at the end of the day, you know more when it comes to this, because you're more involved with whatever it is that they want you to make a decision on. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I know this isn't going to be everybody's message, and it could be reversed, but that's what it feels like. Like, okay, let's say someone here, I'm going to give a very specific example. It doesn't have to be anybody's example. Someone may think that you need help in some way with something. Let's say you're a caregiver, and you're like, this is my mother. It's my mom, and I'm always with my mom, so like, I get where you're coming from. I know that you think I need more help. I know that you see it wearing me down. I know that you see that I'm tired, but at the end of the day, I will make the decision that I need to make in my time, not a moment before. And I appreciate your concern. I appreciate that you love me and that you want me to do this and that you think it would help me. But also, I will not do anything or decide anything until and if I feel that it's right. And right now I don't. But thank you for your consideration. Like, you're considering what people are bringing to you or a person is saying to you. But right now you're still going to go with what you know. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you're wrong for that. I think you might not be. You might change later on. You might actually take their advice or their suggestion on doing something. But for now, no. Let's say you have somebody who, say you got someone here who had a former life, right? A lot of us do. Then they start dating somebody, and this person may say, hey, I think that you should really do something. It could involve a person's former life. And this person may be like, I appreciate that. I know that you care for me and you're trying to suggest this because, but also at the end of the day, you don't completely know. You weren't in the situation. And so I'm going to make the decision that I know is best for me. And then there's also a part of you that deep down knows that a person who's wanting you to make a decision, there is this selfishness to it, that it would benefit them. They may have more of your time if you decide this. They may have more of you, more of your attention, or they may have more control. I don't know, because I don't know if this person's coming from a bad place. I just know that it would benefit them, whatever the decision is. That's not entirely why they're suggesting it. I don't feel some of them might be. I would just say use your discernment, which is why I said watch Aries video, because they had all about discernment there, and Taurus as well. But this is more like, sorry, I'm a little hyper right now. You can probably tell. It's in a positive way. I took my B12, and so it's starting to kick in. I feel like it's a natural energy that I'm getting right now, but I'm just like, I just want to talk, just want to get up, I want to clean. Actually, I just want to clean. I'm probably going to do that before I do any more videos. I'm just going to get up and clean. Anyway, totally took my, see, like, I think what people need to understand is there's times you can be stubborn. Yes, aren't we all? Especially us fire signs. But you're not being stubborn when it comes to this. You will do it when you know that it's right. When it's time. You'll do it when you damn well get ready to, good and want to. When I'm damn well good and ready. I can't speak. Leo or cross-watcher will do it when they're damn good and ready. There you go. That's what it is. Let's say somebody here wants you in the family. Say it's family. I'll just throw that example out there. Someone, let's say there's a rift between siblings, okay? And you've got 3 siblings or something here. One of the siblings is kind of not involved in the drama, and the sibling may be like, hey, I think that you should really like maybe make up with our other sibling. And let's say they're telling you that, and you may be like, I'll do it when I'm damn good and ready. You know, it's something like that. Now, that can be the case here, and you may want to. You may know that this needs to happen, and you may be like, I will, but not right now, you know, or something. And this person, the selfishness would be, they would like you to because they're right, but also because they want to be close to the sibling as well, and because you're not, they kind of feel like they're caught in the middle. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like they're a bad person. They just definitely have something to benefit out of it too. You see what I mean? Now, some of you, that's not even your story. Any of the examples I give, they don't have to be your exact scenario, but it's kind of what I'm getting. It's just like something to do with a decision that you make. Let's say you have an ex and they want you to get back with them. They may be trying to kind of influence, or maybe somebody they know is trying to influence y'all getting back together, and you may be like, well, I'll decide if we get back together or not. I'll decide if we reconcile. Could be reconciling with someone or not, or I'll decide when. I'll decide. I do what I want. Let's say you have a child or a grandchild who's like, I think you should get a pool. I think we should move. I think you should do this. I think you should buy this. I think you should get a new TV. I think you should get a new game system. And you're like, look, see what I'm saying? Because it would benefit them. But it's like, I get that, but we'll do it when I know that we're ready. Like, you're not going to be forced into doing nothing. I'll tell you that right now. Leo or crosswatcher, and you may end up doing it, whatever it is. You may end up doing something, but not a moment before you are ready to. You know what I mean? You're not going to do something before you're ready to. let's say it's work. Someone may be like, I think that you should open your store up again, or I think that you should open earlier, or I think that you should work on these days, but you don't like to work on those days. You may be like, I'll work when I'm ready to. I'll do what I want when I'm damn good and ready to. You know what I mean? I think that you should do this. I think you should do this. I think you should start dating again. I think you should get back in relationships. I think that you should reconcile with something. You're like, I'll do it when I want to, if I want to. You know what I mean? This is all about Leos being like, I'm not going to be rushed. I'm not going to be forced. I'm not going to be influenced. Yeah. I do it when I want to. I'll decide ultimately. That's definitely this. You will decide ultimately if you want to do something or not, or how you want to do something. With anybody in any way, you're not letting anyone tell you what you need to do. It doesn't matter who they are. Even if they mean well, you know. Granted, I do think, again, whatever decision you make will benefit this person in some way, at least the one that they're wanting you to make. So you have to take that into consideration here. Make sure that's not the only reason they want you to do it. I don't think it is. But again, there's too many people in the world, so I don't know what their intentions are truly, their motive for suggesting you make this particular decision. Maybe it's innocent. Maybe it's something they think that you would really enjoy too, or would be better for you, or that they would, you know, would help you in some way. But maybe, just maybe, you know, like let's say you're taking a medication and the medication is not fully agreeing with you yet, but you love the medication. Let's say it's something like Depo-Provera, like a birth control. This is just first thing popping in my head. You're on a birth control, but the birth control over a period of time has started to make you gain weight, and you may be like, I hate that. It's like pros and cons here, because it's like, well, the Depo, I love the shot because I don't have a period for 3 months and I don't have to worry about it. It's not like a pill, which has awful side effects and can later on cause problems down the road, which we didn't know back in the day when they shoved the fucking birth control pills down our throat and promoted them all over the place like they used to do cigarettes, and now everybody's getting lung cancer. You see what I'm saying? So you're like, look, it reminds me a lot of Taurus and Aries message, where you're being observant. You're not just going to take someone's word on it. You're not just going to do something because somebody suggests that you make this decision. You're like, no. So you're going to think about it, and you're going to be like, okay, well, here's the pros and cons. Like, you know, I really like this about the shot, but yeah, it is making me probably gain weight. You do all your research on it. You self-research, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I might decide to get Implanon, or I might decide to just go celibate, or, you know, I don't know. That's kind of a weird example, but popping in my head, could be something to do with that. Maybe someone's like, now if it's something where it's obvious, like, you know, hey, you should consider quitting drinking or quitting smoking, or maybe consider something like that. I think I don't feel like that's what it is, though. It could be. You still are taking it into consideration, but you will do it in your own time. That's what this whole message feels like. I'll do it in my own time. You may even get a little annoyed if you feel like someone's trying to push you or be pushy or rush you into something, or just doing it too much, suggesting something too much. Because you see how the gnats are like flying around? They haven't been here all day. I saw them in one message, and now here I'm seeing this one's really standing out to me. It's really, see? So something may get a little fucking annoying. It may get on your nerves. Something that's being insisted to you or suggested to you may end up getting on your nerves. But it don't matter. Even if it gets on your nerves, still at the end of the day, you're going to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Call it stubborn, or just call it like, no, nobody's going to convince me of shit. I do what I want, how I want. I know what's best here, and I don't think you're wrong. This isn't like an ego, I can't take instruction from anyone, I'm not listening to anyone. No, I think you're right in this, actually. I feel like you're right in this because you have been so first person involved with whatever it is, that you would know better than anyone else, because, you know what I mean? Because you've experienced it. It's been you that's gone through it. That's, you see? So I think you're right. I think you're right. So the best thing here to do would be kind of what I was telling Taurus that I was getting for them, hair all over my face, is to take your time on something use your life experience, and just know that you don't have to rush into making any decision. Ultimately, eventually you will have to, but you could also just decide that your decision is to not make a decision at all and keep doing it how you're doing it, if that's right for you. You know what I mean? But also you may make the decision, whatever it is. So yeah, it's about a decision that somebody else wants you to make. They want you to do. They want to encourage you or influence you to do it. Something like that. Or don't do it. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.